All right, welcome back to class. And today we're going to be taking a look at the prologue, very beginning, of Romeo and Juliet, which happens to be a sonnet. If you see the definition of sonnet down at the bottom of your screen, it's a 14-line poem. And that 14-line poem has 3 stanzas. And those stanzas are 1, 2, 3, 4 lines each. There is stanza 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4 lines each. Stanza 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 lines each for stanza 3. And then you're left with what's known as a couplet, a rhyming 2 lines, also known as a turn for a Shakespearean sonnet. Now, sonnets have a particular type of rhyme scheme. When you take a look at the end rhyme, you have A, B, A, terrible A there. Let's get rid of that for you. And of course, you have the 2 A's there because dignity and mutiny rhyme. And of course, seen and unclean rhyme. You're going to begin a next step in your end rhyme scheme with the second stanza with new rhymes. Foes, we're going to give that a C. Does not rhyme with life. However, foes rhymes with overthrows. Give that one a C. Strife and life rhyme. So we're going to give that a D. Beginning a new rhyme in our third stanza, we're going to give love an E. We're going to give rage an F. They don't rhyme with anything right now that comes before it. Love and remove, kind of forcing that rhyme there, but we do have that E rhyme scheme there. And of course, stage and rage rhyme. Your couplet or your turn in any Shakespearean sonnet is always going to have the same end rhyme, GG. You're going to find that many scenes or acts in Shakespeare end with a couplet, kind of tuned the ears of the Shakespearean audience, particularly the audience known as the groundlings. Their ears were tuned to that. They knew that there was going to be a set change, a scene change. They knew that they were moving on to new action in the play. Now we're going to take a look at something a little bit more difficult, and that is iambic pentameter. This is the meter of the Shakespearean rhyme. We're going to take a look at it one line at a time. For the pentameter, you've got the penta and the meter, and of course you have your iambs in your iambic pentameter. The first thing we want to do is break down the very first line, 2 households, both alike in dignity, and we want to show the meter. So I'm going to be counting 2 syllables and break. There's my 2 house. Let's get that right beside the E. 2 house, we've got 2 syllables there. Holds, both, there are my 2 syllables. Like, 2 syllables in that one word. In dig, got to cut through dignity there. And then nitty, that of course is 2 syllables. So now I've broken it down into basically the feet. These are sets of 2 syllables. And I have 5 sets of 2 syllables. There's your pentameter. The 5, of course, in pentameter. We can keep moving with in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. Going to be looking for my syllables. In fair, there's my 2 syllables. Vero, got to go right in the middle of Verona there. Vero are 2 syllables. Na, where, I've got 2 syllables there. We lay, another 2 syllables there. And our scene, 2 syllables with those 2 words. So when you take a look back, you've got 5 sets, and inside of those 5 sets, 2 syllables. And yeah, sure, you are marking through words. We're marking through dignity. We're marking through households. We're marking through Verona. But that's okay. What we're trying to do is we're trying to find the beat. Shakespeare was really writing songs. These all have a beat. The beat helps the actors, and the beat really kind of helps us really get into the romance and the poetry of the play. Now, when you're taking a look at this prologue. Now we've broken it down as a Shakespearean sonnet, a classical Shakespearean sonnet with the 14 lines of 3 stanzas and the rhyming couplet and the set rhyme scheme. Look back at the purpose of the prologue. They're really giving everything away. You know, it's setting the scene for the play. It's not only hinting at the action to come, it's really telling us the major action to come by letting us know that these star-crossed lovers that we don't know yet are going to take their own life. The next 4-line stanza describes the young lovers and their dilemma. They have this death-marked love. Yeah? And this death-marked love is really there because we have this ancient grudge that's breaking to new mutiny. And the ancient grudge is between the Capulets and the Montagues. Why in the world is there a new mutiny, a new problem? Well, young Capulet and young Montague have found themselves in love. Now, love could always end a feud, but in this case, it's just going to end up enraging everyone. The 3rd stanza tells how the family feud will finally end in tragedy. And that's going to be our focus of the play. It's ending in a tragedy. Keep remembering that. Don't get too close to any of our characters because you never know who's going to buy it in the end. Now, the last 2 lines, known as the couplet or the turn for you real Shakespeareans out there, that one is reminding the audience that there's always more to come once this play is acted on stage. And as usual for many Shakespearean plays, it always apologizes to the viewers, to its audience, in case they don't like what they're about to see.